Hey everyone! Today your sense of justice will be completely satisfied. Because in this compilation, we have a large portion of moments where karma acts instantly, and as always, impartially. But before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave a like, so karma doesn't come for you too. Now, shall we? And that's why you shouldn't try to rob a gas delivery driver. Well, I hope he learned his lesson. Cameras captured the moment when children took most of the candies from the bowl intended for Halloween. However, soon karma took action, teaching the boy a lesson and causing most of the candies to spill on the ground. This is what happens when you exceed the speed limit in a construction zone. Well, I believe he won't be doing that again after this. A man gets annoyed with a delivery person on the sidewalk, curses at him, then circles back to scare him with his bicycle. Instantly, karma strikes, and he ends up falling off his bike. And that's why you shouldn't block the streets. Not all drivers are patient. In this video, a man tries to knock over a row of parked bicycles, seemingly angry with them. However, karma quickly steps in and teaches him a lesson. A motorcyclist captures the moment when a car driver litters on the avenue. Upon seeing this, the motorcyclist decides to give him a lesson and teach him not to litter anymore. Cameras capture the moment when the driver runs the red light. Little did he know, the police were right behind him. Well, I guess that didn't end well. Cameras record the moment when a wheelchair user flips their chair while trying to pass through a restricted area. A vehicle camera records the moment when it speeds out of a parking lot, loses control, and crashes into a tree. Now, watch the replay. The footage is impressive. And that's why you shouldn't celebrate before you actually win. A motorcyclist captures the moment when a man attempts to rob a driver at the traffic light. A gang of thieves tries to rob the establishment when the owner steps out and sends them all running. No one was harmed, and it was just a big scare. Vehicle cameras record the moment when another driver tries to pick a fight and hit their pickup truck. But karma didn't take long to act, and the Corolla driver crashed into a pole. Now watch the replay. The footage is unbelievable. That's why you shouldn't mess with road signs. A cyclist tries to prevent a bus from proceeding on its route, but ends up paying a hefty price for it. The driver accidentally flattens the bike's tire. Well, that's karma, isn't it? A camera captures the moment when a man attempts to rob a store, but the attendant, fed up with it, refuses to be robbed. Residents record the moment when motorcycle gangs try to steal a bike while the traffic light is red. The best part is when the police arrive. The thieves attempt to flee, but none of them get very far. Everyone ends up arrested. This driver chose the wrong time to run a red light. Two men try to rob a woman, but the residents revolt and confront the thieves. A driver tries to bypass traffic, but ends up caught in a surprise police checkpoint. In this video, we see what happens when you try to be the brave one in the group. The Jeep's driver takes the lead and plunges into the water, but unfortunately, it doesn't end well. Judging by the driver's expression at the end, he really hated the outcome. When you try to troll but end up being trolled yourself. He tried to attract attention, and he definitely succeeded. Two men on a motorcycle try to run over another guy, but karma acts instantly. Cameras record the moment when the driver loses control of his car and crashes into several other parked vehicles. He even attempted to flee, but the police were right there. A motorcyclist records while weaving through traffic at high speed until their companion ends up colliding and falling. Fortunately, no one was injured. A motorcyclist captures the moment while riding and ends up colliding with a vehicle that ran a red light. Luckily, no one was hurt, and it all turned out to be a big scare. Two men try to prank their friend by throwing her into the pool, but all they manage to do is fall in themselves. Cameras capture the moment when a vehicle tries to bypass traffic by driving on the shoulder. But what it hadn't realized is that the police were right behind. And just ahead, the police stopped them to sort it out. A man tries to vandalize a street artist's equipment, but karma swiftly intervenes, and he is apprehended by the police. Cameras record the moment when a presumably drunk driver loses control of his car and crashes into a guardrail. An irate man attempts to lift a wooden table, but it falls on top of him. A driver attempts an illegal overtaking maneuver and loses control of his vehicle, narrowly avoiding a widespread accident. Passengers capture the moment when a vehicle overtakes everyone downhill, presumably while the driver was intoxicated. And almost collides with an ambulance going uphill. Fortunately, no one was injured. Woman throws beer at man, but he doesn't let it slide and throws it back. A vehicle speeding through a red light didn't expect the police to be at the intersection too. A man tries to flirt with a woman as he rides by on a motorcycle, but he ends up falling off the bike, ironically enough. Karma acted almost instantly. A boy tries to grab all the candies from a Halloween jar and ends up falling as he leaves. A man feels proud for intercepting the ball in a basketball play, but karma doesn't delay, and soon, the other player manages to pass him in a humiliating way. These drivers chose the wrong time to try to beat the traffic. woman hits her head on a pillar while attempting to steal packages from a residence's front porch. It seems karma was instant. This driver chose the wrong time to make an illegal detour. The police were right behind. A man tries to kick a dog rummaging through the trash and ends up falling awkwardly on the ground. Well, karma acted instantly and prevented him from hurting the poor animal, which was just hungry. A security camera captures the moment a car speeds through an urban area. It just didn't expect the police to be right behind. And right ahead, the driver was stopped and fined. Drunk driver tries to start a fight with the driver of another vehicle. He just didn't imagine that the police were watching everything. We're nearing the end of another video, so subscribe to our channel if you enjoyed the content and watch more videos like this by clicking on the one appearing below. Until next time.